All right, let's get started here in a minute. What is up? Zod. It should be interesting. Papow. Holo. Man, Realm Chat, I can't tell you all the stuff that goes into this crap. Oh, we got a good show, though. Talk about my huge announcement. I forgot last time. Yes, I did forget. And we got to respond to Console Kits and his sincere apology. Huge. What's up, Adam? Biggie D? Oh, lot to go. Twisted Gaming. No Kev, sorry guys. It's coming. It's coming, guys. With Kev. And the show starts now. How about that? Okay, guys. Let's open with this.
Now, at the same time, I think the audience deserves some accuracy to what you're saying.
Well, you're damn right they do. Now, how about that? Let's get some damn accuracy to what I said. I mean, isn't that what should be done? We should get some accuracy. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's time for some truth. So Console Kids, it's kind of a response video to Console Kids. If you don't know him, I call him One Up Kits. He did an apology, and we're going to talk about that. But I got to start with my huge announcement first. I can't forget, because I forgot last time. I have almost sealed the deal for a huge interview, guys. Huge. There's only two people who know. One is Kev. The other is Show Me Retro, who this person could be. And this interview is huge. Better than any interview you have ever seen in this forum, in this 3/4 scale or whatever arcade home hobby arcade here. Good evening, Video Game Vegas. Now, who that will be, I'm not going to tell you. Why? Because I got to leave it hanging. But Show Me Retro and Kevgret can attest that this is better than any interviewee that anybody has ever had, including Chris Carter on that stupid Arcade 1-Up interview that was just, staged and planned and complete garbage. Much bigger. You guys will enjoy this interviewee much better than anybody like Chris Carter or in that realm of that stupid 1-Up interview that they did. Yeah, I'm bringing Dan Marino on instead to talk about it. Yeah, we're bringing on Michael B. Oh, thank you, Papa Brad.
Thanks for the super chat. I don't even know what a super chat is.
God, you guys keep guessing. I knew you guys would be guessing. Papa Brad, thank you for the #1 home arcade show. All right. Oh, we will, just so you guys know, we are going to be talking about disclosures, and it's sad we have to revisit this again. Like, it's just sad. I mean, we got to revisit this again. I mean, we've been through this a million times, and people still don't understand the rules. I mean, the Geek Getaway has explained it 10 times to people, and nobody gets it. Nobody understands it. And then we have 1-Up Kits expressing the fact that he does it better than anybody and that he knows all the rules, and we'll talk about that. That's the main point as well. We'll also talk about shill bidding. I do have a little just a little bit of talk on shill bidding. Stringer Films. I hit a button Monday, and my AtGAMES 4K just flipped. I have no idea what that means. I really don't.
Thanks for the super chat. I don't even know what a super chat is.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now. The flipper just flipped. He hit a button. He hit the flipper button. Why do you got to make it so cryptic there, Stringer? You know? Thank you for the $2 super chat. I get it now. Oh no, not like we got to do this again, Keo. I mean, are you kidding me? Is it Billy Mitchell? Wow, could be Billy Mitchell, right? That's not Vlad Putin, you guys. Okay, so if let's move on to Console Kit's sincere apology. Now, if you didn't follow it, Console Kits, One Up Kits, as I like to call them, did an apology to a lot of community members, and I was one of them. Okay, and whatever, you know, I really don't care about his apology or anything like that because it obviously wasn't sincere. But he got a lot of stuff wrong, and we need to correct that, and we need to get the truth out there because this is the True Serum podcast. Okay. I'm limited to 50 characters. Yeah, so you have to like skip words. But while we're doing it, you know, we're going to talk about Justin and his apology to people. For those who do follow One Up Kits, let me kind of do my Justin impression, I guess we'll call it, because I have an apology too, and here it goes. Maybe you guys will catch where I'm going with this. I don't know. Well, Justin, first, just let me say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my logic is hard to understand. And I get it that some people out there, they don't understand my logic and they don't understand how to take a premise and make a conclusion with it. And that's okay. That's okay because some people can't do that and they just can't understand how in-depth my logic is. So don't feel bad because, you know, there's other people too that can't. And I'm not here to take digs at you, Justin, you know, or criticize your work. You know, you are a very talented YouTuber, extremely talented. And, you know, if people like your repetitive streams and your news blurbs, you know, about One Up, that is great. I am happy that you have an audience like that. You have done a fabulous job building that audience of people who like to watch that. And that's incredible. And that's incredible. You've accomplished something that only a few people have accomplished in YouTube, which is, you know, to not create anything original or have great editing or anything like that and still be successful. And that's fantastic. I mean, Justin, it's incredible. It is actually, you know, kudos to you. I mean, that's just amazing, you know. But, you know, if you ever want the truth, Justin, just come to me. Come to me. You know, we'll get the truth. I'll talk to you. We can talk, you know, and we'll just talk about the truth firsthand. You'll get it firsthand from me. And I know you say you're a good pinball player. And in some people's minds and probably your own, that's true. I get it. Yeah, sure, you know. And that's good because in your hearts you believe that you're, you know, a good pinball player as good as me. And I appreciate that. And, you know, in time with a little bit of practice, you know, maybe you will get better than me. But, you know, for now, you're just a good player. And that's great. I'm glad you believe it. So there's my apology, Justin. Wow. Did anybody get that? Did anybody catch the way Justin does his streams and his apologies? Is it sarcastic though, or is it passive aggressive with a little bit of backhand compliments? And I'm just not talking about me. That's everybody. What's up, Alpha Nerd? Good to see you. For the people who watch his streams and watch him do these apologies, they know exactly where I was going with that. And it's hilarious. I love it, Justin. I mean, it's like people see right through that passive aggressive, you know, backhanded compliments, and it's great. And I hope. Oh yeah, by the way, somebody get on with Justin because we're going to talk about Justin. If you're his friend, get him on here. Tell him to come in and listen because we got some good things that we need to talk about, and we're going to educate him, and that's important.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you.
I don't even know what a super chat is.
Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review. Thank you very much. Have a great Friday. I'm going to try and get to Friday. Hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow. Show Me Retro. Did you tell them about that? You just have to corroborate that my guest is epic. That's all you have to do is corroborate it. Don't leak who it could be or will be. Just leak that it's epic. Well, according to Justin, he's better than me. He did some math and maybe looked at my Stern app or something about average scores and said his average score was, that's great. Half the time, Chase is on my account here playing. So you're playing against Chase. And I hope your average score is better than his. So we come to this point. Let's jump into the response or the video. If you didn't see it, I got the highlights. And thank you, Arcade Talking Star Wars, because when we talk about disclosures, probably Brad and Arcade Talking Star Wars are probably the ones closest to doing what you actually have to do with disclosures, but we'll get into that. It's going to be Michael B. You guys would love that. What if it was John D? It's John D coming on the Rexer show for an interview. Doubtful. All right, let's take a look. What else we got to say here? Hold on. See what
Rexer says this about you. Let me put it this way. There is definitely a telephone game. It's very possible that Rexer has made videos that he specifically said these exact words. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to know what I said? One Up Kits? You just have to ask me. Okay? I said you're a hypocrite. Okay, we'll prove that. I said you're a fraud. I said you worked for One Up, and work at the time you did, work, past tense, present tense, okay? Right? And I said you didn't do disclosures properly. Those are the things that I said. Now, let's talk about each one really quickly, okay? And we'll get through to the disclosures part at the end, because that's the big one. Nice to see you, Raw LMC. Now, I called you a fraud in the beginning. Not a fraud. Let's start. I called you a hypocrite, okay? If you recall, I showed a video of you in a stream, in your own stream, saying you did not talk about AtGames stuff or do AtGames videos because you worked for AtGames and you didn't think it was fair to the viewers and to your subs and to the community that you talked about a product that you had such a close relationship with. Those are your words. Those aren't mine. Those were your words. You said that. You said when you worked for AtGames and you had a relationship with them, you did not do videos or talk about them because you didn't think it was right. You didn't think it was fair. You thought it was bad for the community. I played that video, and then we talked about how you work for One Up, how you have a relationship with One Up, yet you still did videos and you didn't care. You didn't care that the community didn't really know you worked for them. You didn't divulge it, but you still did videos. That's why I called you a hypocrite. Okay? Plain and simple. You agree in the chat? That's pretty hypocritical. Okay? Okay. Maybe a little bit, Kuma. I mean, that's cut and dry. All right? What else did I say? I said you're a fraud. Okay? I said you're a fraud. Okay? Now, what did I mean by that? Well, it's odd because for years, you have hyped One Up, and you have talked about how great One Ups are and how much you love them and how exciting and amazing and everything they are, but yet you never played One Ups. You never played them, okay? And for years, as you've hyped them up and advertised and done all this stuff, you never bought one. And instead of buying One Ups, you were buying real arcades, lots of them, and you were saving up for real pinballs while you were promoting these arcade One Ups that you never played, never liked for years. So while you were convincing everybody else to buy One Ups because they're so awesome and great, you didn't give a crap. You were actually selling yours and buying $10,000 pinballs instead of buying $500 One Ups. Now, if you were on your streams saying, these products are amazing for you guys, I don't care about them and I'm not going to buy them, that's a whole different story, but that's not what you did. He specifically would say, these are amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait for online play because it's awesome. NBA Jam, you were going to have play all the time, and Street Fighter, online play, you were never on them. Not one. One time, I think you had a fight with Ralph for some big event. One time you were online playing, maybe. I don't even know. NBA Jam, never. I don't think ever. You were never on these machines, but yet you hyped them up and you loved them. Yet off in the back, you were buying real arcades. You were selling your one-ups for years and saving up for pinball. Okay? Fraud. That's not. There's other fraudulent things too. Pretty simple though. Never on them, man. They never played them. But they sure loved the online, and it was coming. And boy, we love it. And to cap this fraudulent statement, let's take a listen to this, because this is like a slap in the face to all the one-up loyalists who loved him. Let's take a listen to what he says here.
You will never see a video from me where I'm talking about deals. I've taken down my deal website. There are no videos from me that are like, this is the next deal that you got to get.
Why
Never
not?
happen again. There's no more breaking news episodes
Why
from
not?
Console Kits. If you think about it, when's the last time I've done a breaking news?
Before John,
No
right
more
before
breaking
John D
news.
got fired.
There are no review units that I'll make videos on from Arcade 1-Up.
Well, why not? Oh, because his relationship is gone because John D got fired, Baccarat got fired, and since then, he has done nothing. Why not? If you love these products so much and you're so interested and you love them so much, why stop all of a sudden? Why is it such a coincidence that when John D leaves and there's nothing in it for him anymore, he quit his work with John. He said he didn't want to do it anymore. He quit. And there's nothing really to news, but he still did streams on 1UP all the time. And now he's just not doing it anymore. Why? Because you weren't interested in years. Years. Fraud. Okay? So that's what I said. All right. Thank you, Paul. Rex, I'm disclosing YouTube will take 30% of this super chat, so it's really a $7 super chat. That is correct. And I am disclosing that I may have a relationship with Paul. Not that kind, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just want to make sure people know that there's a business relationship, financial relationship here now. And we're disclosing that. Thank you, Paul, for the $10 super chat. Wish I still had my, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't. Widow, you got here late, but you didn't miss much yet. We're just talking about the statements I made about console kits. Okay, hypocrite, I proved it. Fraud, I pretty much proved it. You guys can make your own assessment. 3 was he worked for 1UP. Okay? It was the most bizarre thing that 1UP Kits did. When he was on there, he says he worked for 1UP and invoiced him and did work for him, but yet he was making it out like I never worked for them because he stopped working for them in the past couple months. Like that was his thing. I don't work for 1UP. No, but you did work for 1UP. You've worked for them for a long time. You've sent them invoices. And we'll get to that in a second. But one thing that people need to recognize is when I say you work for 1UP, if you do work for them and you don't get compensated monetarily, that doesn't matter. You're still doing things for them, like interviews for them, like charity streams for them. When you did a charity stream for them and participated in their event and did it for them, you work for them. End of story. Now, in your case, 1UP Kits, you actually did more than just that. Not only did you work for them that way, but you also worked for them as an influencer and getting paid to do work for them. This is not that hard to understand. Yeah, I don't know. They just broke apart. I think they told the story once. Ralph didn't want to do 1UP stuff anymore, and John wanted to turn the channel into 100% 1UP because they were always, the 1UP Weekly was a show where John would get involved and he was dictating what was going on with the 1UP Weekly and he was telling them what to do. Basically, they were working for 1UP, right? For John. And then Ralph said, that's enough. I don't want any more of that. This is ridiculous. Wait, hold on. I want to see this one. Did he ever disclose relation? No, this is what we're going to get to. Hang on, King Ed. We'll get there. Relax. We got to build it up a little bit. Okay. All right. So we've proved that. Okay. 1UP Kits. We all know it. You know, we could get into the fraudulent of you're an arcade lover too. We could really get into that. I mean, but we won't get into that because if you started liking arcades 4 years ago, 5 years ago, great. That's all that matters. But Lord knows you hadn't purchased a 1-up in years, but you were doing weekly videos and ads and news for him. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we got here.
So one of the things that I've heard some people say is that I work for Arcade 1-Up. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. We just did talk about it.
And this is when John D worked at Arcade 1-Up and said, would you help host our stream? But in the end, there were 2 episodes very early that I did for John D. A third one, which was the Star Wars release, I also did this third one. Now, so I invoiced them for 2 episodes. The third episode, I was so done with working with them, I didn't even send them an invoice. I was like, that one's on me, guys, and I'm out. I don't work for Arcade 1-Up, and everything that I said preceding to this is accurate.
You don't work for Arcade 1-Up now. But you never said before to anyone you were working for Arcade 1-Up. Now you don't work for Arcade 1-Up. You just said you've worked for them. And that was months because they would do maybe one video, one stream a month. And there were 3 of them you were working for him on. Not to mention, they also gave you free cabs before that, which he does talk about how he got free cabs. And again, when we saw the Illuminati chat, remember that Illuminati group chat that was with, you know, execs from 1-Up that didn't exist according to 1-Up Kids. He denied for how long was amazing. He denied, then he gets caught, and then he says, well, we didn't have an Illuminati chat, but we turned this one and we just named it Illuminati. Duh, that's what we were saying. In that chat, the chat clearly said you got 2 free Shinhu Dukins, 1 for you and 1 to give away. So, you know, are you really telling the truth here? I don't know. Nobody knows. But anyway, I said you work for 1-Up. I was right. Go figure. Wow, Rexer Show was right again. But you try and spin it like you don't work for them anymore. Okay, we got it. As of 3 months ago when John D got fired, you don't work for them anymore. I mean, this is like ridiculous spinning and spinning a web of, you know, confusion by him. Never disclose. We'll get into this. Okay, we'll get into this. This will be the last thing we talk about. This is like the first time he's ever. This was the first stream where he's came out and said, "I've worked for 1-Up." Okay, and it was going on for months and months. Not to mention he had a personal relationship and a financial relationship and got free stuff from Arcade 1-Up. We will get to that though. We will get to that. We'll get to this. Okay. He had mentioned that he had done work. I get it. Maybe in some streams before, but we'll get when he was supposed to mention it. Okay. Yeah. As honest as Grant. And you know what, console kits, if you're listening, you know, instead of talking about me and other people and doing apologies, you better go talk with Console Fanboy, because what he exposed, you got some explaining to do, buddy. You got some explaining to do with helping him write, you know, hate lyrics for songs and anti-gay, you know, lyrics for his songs that you're helping him write. Focus on that. Go explain that. Don't explain your apologies to people. All right. What else we got? Let's see what the next subject is before we move on to the disclosure.
Rexer, if I've done anything to upset you, if you want to reach out to me
funny.
and complain, whatever, I am truly sorry if I didn't shout you out enough. No sarcasm. I know there was a period of time where there was a lot of creative.
You didn't shout me out enough. What does that even mean? What? In what world did I ever want you to shout me out? To give me a shout out? Oh, console kids, 1-Up kids, please give me a shout out. Can you please hype my channel? I never needed your channel and your support, and I never wanted it. This is like that idea where people are like, oh, he's really jealous of like Mike B and all his 1-Ups. That's a true story, what people say. He's jealous of his arcade room. Yeah, I'm jealous with you know, 2 Sterns, a Golden Tee, a whole bunch of real arcades. Yeah, I'm jealous of his 1-Ups, you know. And I need your support, 1-Up kids. I was so sad that you didn't shout me out. Oh. I know, Fago. I can't believe you didn't shout me out. I'm clearly jealous of him. Clearly. I mean, this is, and that's where it stemmed from, is when back in the day, he didn't shout me out, and I just held a grudge ever since. This is how it all started. Woo, man. Ah, yeah. Video. You missed the intro maybe when we did our passive aggressive apology and attacking. You missed it. It was good. I did my Justin Console Kits impression. Make sure you go back and lead it. You got to go to watch his video he did on One Up Kits. He basically called him out. He exposed everybody. Shout it out. Let it all out. Oh, boy. What?
That were very upset that there was a small set of YouTubers that were rising to the top, who were cream floating to the top, whatever. There was a lot of personas. There was a lot of attitudes.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, you 3/4 scale arcade. I mean, you guys were like ETA Prime level, Mad Little Pixel. I mean, you guys were the cream. You guys were RGT level YouTubers. I mean, it was incredible how growth. I mean, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. Some of you who started with 20,000 and you made it to 30,000 subs. Oh my God, the cream was just rising. The cream realm was rising to these guys became huge. Yeah, I look real jealous, right? Oh my God. I'm the only one with Nintendo cabs, but I'm jealous of you. You guys are all jealous of me that I have Nintendo cabs. Because you can't get them with one-ups. You guys, when will they do Nintendo? Never. Cream of the crop, Red Sea. Man, these guys, boy. All right, what else do we got to say here? Moving along. I don't know. There's so much other
There's
stuff.
a fee. It's $20.
This is we'll go back here. This is the shill bidding topic. Let's get to that before we get to the disclosure and teaching you guys about disclosures. Let's talk about shill bidding, okay? So Console Kids goes on this rant, says I called him a scumbag for shill bidding his own cabinets that he put up for auction, which I did, okay? I did, okay? He goes on to try and justify it by saying it's in the rules that you can bid on your own cabs, which I already knew, which he made that clear. And it still didn't change my mind that he's a scumbag for bidding on his own cabs. Now, why, you ask? Why, Rex, would you say if it's in the rules and you're allowed to do it in that auction, why are you so mad at him? Well, because it's known that throughout the industry, okay, that shill bidding on your own cabs is bad. It's dirty. It's scummy, okay? And why? Because what it does is it sets a bad example for people who are trying to enter the industry and go to a fair and reasonable auction, and then they find out that the people who are putting these up for auction are bidding on their own to drive up the price for me, that I'm just trying to enter the hobby and I really want an arcade. It's scummy. It's dirty. And you shouldn't be participating in those kinds of auctions that, number one, allow that. And number two, when you shill bid your own cab and you win it, you only have to pay $20. $20. That's it. Now, we all know that shill bidding goes on everywhere, probably. Not maybe on eBay, unless you maybe open up another account and do all that stuff, and that's got it. But eBay is going to take a huge chunk and you're screwed. Just like Captain Auctions, you get screwed on your own shill bidding, even though you're not allowed to bid on your own account on your own thing. You're going to pay a huge fee. This particular scummy auction is a $20 fee. So I can bid at $300. Okay, $400. So I risk $200, $300, $400 more at a risk of maybe having to pay $20. That's the risk. And I will tell you, I will explain. There's many things in life that are allowed or legal or in the rules that are scummy. You could go cheat on your girlfriend and it's not against the law. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not in the rules that you can't, but it's scummy. It's real scummy. And shill bidding on your own cabs is scummy. I don't care what you say. It's bad for the industry. It's bad for the hobby. It's bad for people who are coming in. And secondly, he bragged about it on Twitter. Put a brag, a $20 wager to win 400, and you just put it up the next week and make your money up anyway. Yep. But he bragged on Twitter how he was shill bidding on his own cabs and got more money out of them. That is even more pathetic, and that is even more scummy. Because if I want to enter the market and now Rex, wants to go put one of his up there for auction, now these people see that people like scumbag console kits are shill bidding on their own cabs. It's just a bad practice. It has a bad stigma. Okay? Yeah, I'm convinced. Yeah, that is a good place. And I'm convinced that just go to OfferUp, go to Facebook Marketplace. I don't even, people think that, even Captain's Auctions can't protect themselves from having their people, bid on their own units. You could start up another account, get your wife to do it. You can, but again, number one, it's frowned upon. And number two, you get hit with a huge fee, not just $20 with them. But wait, let's listen to more.
Now it's $10 to enter the auction. It's $20 to buy back your own item.
Ooh, $20.
I was bidding against Ryan Berger, who is a friend of mine. I had a burger with Ryan Berger yesterday. I went to his house. We were hanging out.
Wait. You're bidding against your own friends now? On your own thing? How scummy is that? Why wouldn't you just make a deal with them and not pay any of the fees associated?
He was bidding on the Star Wars pinball machine.
Oh, the Star Wars. Now, which Star Wars? I don't even know. Is this the 1-Up one? I think it's the 1-Up. Yeah, that you're selling, but you loved. And these things are great. Remember the fraud? Now you're selling all your 1-Ups. Okay.
Bought it for less than $200. I want to say $150. Yeah, I bid it up from 50 to like 100.
To like
That's
100
it.
or
Call
more
me
than
a
100?
scumbag if you like.
I will, and I will call you one. So that's my take on it. Did we all? And Ralph asked, what do I think about that? And I told him, I don't like the idea. I think it's bad for the hobby, bad for the industry. It's bad. It's a bad auction. Auctions shouldn't allow it. It's not frowned upon at this auction. I know they don't have a reserve price. Okay. How many people think shill bidding is a good idea for the buyer, for the people who want to enter? Put a 1 if shilling your own cabs is frowned upon, and if not even if you think it's a bad idea, but in general, if you think shill bidding your own cabs is frowned upon, put a 1 in the chat if you think it's frowned upon, and it's probably consistently or collaboratively not good. Oh, JT, look at all the 1s. Because they know it's frowned upon. It's not a good idea. I didn't say it was illegal. I know that particular auction allows it. It's a scummy auction. Okay? They should set a reserve or a minimum that you want to put it on if they want to do it that way. But no, they want to screw people. They want to F with people. And if I'm the bidder, I'm pissed off. Wait a second. Because the bidder doesn't know. Not 100% of the bidders know that people are shill bidding at this auction. They don't know. Some of them probably do, but it's discouraging. This is a good way to put it. It's discouraging for people wanting to enter auctions, and he's bragging about it on YouTube. All right, enough of this. You guys want to come in here and protect 1-Up kits, I get it. I know out of 170 people, there's at least a dozen 1-Up protectors of 1-Up kits. Okay, let's get into the good stuff, right? All right. Woo! Let's take a listen. Maybe. Come on.
Many people, not just Rexer, have accused me of not having proper disclosures. I've known about proper disclosures. I trained Retro Ralph on how proper disclosures work. I've learned that since 2016, 2017. I'm the one who's educated many people in this community about how disclosures work behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, I get this. No reserve, you don't want to give it away, okay? Don't participate in that one then. Don't do it, okay? Because it's bad for the industry. I get it. It's just a bad thing. You don't have to participate. You go to captions auctions then. Go to some good one. Okay. You heard 1-Up Kit say how great he is at disclosing and how he knows how he taught everybody in this realm how to do disclosures and what he hung his hat on. Thank you, Unacceptable Fringe.
Thanks for the super chat. I don't even know what a super chat is.
Thank you. Unacceptable fringe. Now, yeah, his channel's unavailable. I guess he privatized it or closed it. I don't know. I don't care, but I do know that this is the same thing that I think UAG tried one time. They knew I was doing a video about him. Like I posted, like I'm doing a video about this video. And so they privatized the video thinking that I couldn't show it. Like thinking that I wouldn't be able to show it and it would ruin my stream. Did he do the same thing? I don't know. I don't care. That's what I'll think. He knew I was going to show clips of this. And even though he said, go ahead and show clips, he got a little worried I was going to show stuff that where he didn't disclose properly, maybe. I don't know. But thank you. Thank you again. Sell at a different auction. It's that simple. Or be a scumbag and participate in bidding on your own stuff and screwing out the other bidders. All right. So what you guys have to know is, yeah, nothing goes away. What you have, we have too much heat from the comments he made with Council Fanboy. Okay, what you need to know is all he said over and over was how when he got a free unit, he disclosed that it was free from them. The one video, he kept saying, I only got one thing free, one unit free. And when I did my review, I disclosed. When I did my review, I disclosed. And this is where I don't understand why these people cannot understand that it doesn't just pertain to disclosing when you get a free unit and review it. That's not what the FTC guidelines say. It doesn't only pertain to when you review a free unit. Okay? And what am I going to do? I'm going to bring receipts, of course. Okay? We'll go full screen for this. Yes, kind of he did. He did make a video. This is straight from the FTC website, guys, okay? I can't, so this isn't my words. This is disclosures for social media influencers, okay? So you need to comply, blah, blah, blah. The FTC works to stop deceptive ads, and its endorsement guides go into detail of how advertising endorsers can stay on the right side of the law. Oh, this is a law? Let's start with this right here, okay? You endorse product through social media, your endorsement message should make it obviously that you have a relationship, okay? A relationship with a brand. A material connection to a brand includes a personal relationship. Wow, it's the first one, a personal. Keep that in mind. Family or employment or relationship, or financial relationship, such as the brand paying you or giving you free or discounted products or services. Telling your followers about these is important because it keeps your recommendations honest and truthful and allows people to weigh the value of your endorsements. As an influencer, you're responsible to make these disclosures to be familiar with the endorsement. Okay, now I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, he did when he did that free video, but let's see when. When do you have to do these disclosures? Let's take a look again. When to disclose? Well, it's right there again. Disclose when you have any financial, employment, personal, or family relationship with a brand. Ooh, he's got 3 of the 4. Financial relationships aren't just limited to money. Disclose the relationship if you got anything of value to mention a product. Now, here's the kicker, guys. If a brand gives you free or discounted products or other perks, which include doing streams with them, right? Free products, right? Free information, leaks, access to certain information that other people don't have, right? Right? Doing charity streams, right? Other perks. And then you mention one of its products. Read that closely. And then you mention one of its products if you have any perks from them, not perks related to that one of the product, but any product that you mention, make a disclosure even if you weren't asked to mention that product. Okay? This is as clear as day, guys. It is saying if you talk about their products, you need to disclose your personal relationship. If you mention one of their products and advertise and endorse and promote, you need to disclose you have a personal, financial, right? Employment relationship. He has done thousands of videos and posts, and we'll get to that as well, and has never disclosed. On all of his streams, he's never disclosed any of that. And it's all over, guys. It's all over. Here's another disclosure. Always disclose. Always. It doesn't say only disclose when you do a review. It says always disclose if you have a financial, employment, personal, or family relationship with a brand whose product you are talking about, not reviewing, talking about. It says it right there, regardless of whether your opinion is positive and negative. It doesn't mean you just have to do it when you're reviewing one of their free products. You need to disclose all the time. Now we got a break. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I only got about 5 minutes left. Now, it also goes on to say other things. Let's just go back because you guys can read this straight from the site. Don't assume your followers already know your relationships. Do it if it's good or bad. Keep in mind that tags, likes, pins, and similar ways of showing you like a brand or a product are endorsements. Oh, so doing streams for 2 hours, leaking information and talking about a product is an endorsement? Yes, it is. Did you ever disclose once that you had a personal relationship with David McIntosh, John D., Scott Baccarat, and you were employed by the company and you had a secret chat, an influencer group with them, or that you got free cabs? Did you disclose one time out of the hundreds of videos that you did? No, you did not. So when Rex said, one-up kits you don't disclose properly ever, basically. You did it one time disclose properly when you reviewed a free cab. Kudos, buddy. Kudos. Hold on. Wait, we forgot this.
I'm the one who's educated many people in this community about how disclosures work behind the scenes.
Whoa. If you're doing that, you better go talk to those people and recant everything you said, because I feel sorry for those people. I feel sorry for those people that you convinced. Here, what was it again?
I'm the one who's educated many people in this community about how disclosures work behind the scenes.
Wow. I feel bad for those people then. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And it goes on to say place these ads where you can see them. It even says in some of these things, don't put it in the description only like Mike B does. Can't do that. You need to disclose. And it also says you need to disclose multiple times when you're doing a stream. How about this? Here's another little matrix here. Videos, YouTube, verbally state or disclose out loud and include a written version of the endorsement in the video's description. Oh, so you have to verbally do it while a written description just isn't enough. For podcast, verbally say your disclosure out loud throughout your podcast and include written details about it in the description. Wow. Woo! I know. I'm glad you didn't take his masterclass. Disclosures 401. Holy smokes. Reading is fundamental. This is not hard. This is all over the internet. This is on the FTC site. All of this stuff is there. But yet Console Kits tried to convince you that he was disclosing properly. Do I care? No. I don't care you're not disclosing because most people don't. Did Mike B just disclose his AtGAMES relationship when he showed a PowerPoint presentation? No, I'm sure he didn't do it right. And did he leave it in the description? Maybe. Nobody does, okay? And I get it. Nobody does. But that doesn't mean it's right. Now you know. And some of the people that do Papa Brad does once in a while, and AtGAMES. But even this isn't just for Console Kits. Everybody does it wrong. When you're streaming for 2 hours and you're talking and hyping up a product, whether it's AtGAMES or 1UP or anything, and you have a personal, financial, family, right? Or other, I forget the last one. What was it? Employment relationship, you need to disclose every time. So Console Kits, you ate crow here, right? You got egg on your face. And that's what happens. And what is everybody so afraid of? Why are they all afraid, guys? Because once people find out that they are in bed with the company, paid, getting free stuff, have relationships with the owners, their opinions and their content is garbage. It's meaningless. It's loss of credibility, and that's why they don't do it. Okay? All right, $2, and then this is it. I'm going to play with, what are we playing? Soccer? We got to go play soccer. I've been endorsed by Piepacker. Yeah, well, remember that project? That project never kicked off. So you kind of took one in the keister on that one. Pun intended. All right. I got 2 minutes left. All right, we'll take some quick. We'll take some quick things. Twisted people share. I don't. Yeah, that's true. Apple Vision Pro. We got VG Game coming with the Apple Vision Pro. What are you out 200 for, Kev? That's interesting. I don't know. Football. We're gonna go play some football, not soccer. All right, we're out of here, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you send this to Console Kits and he learned something. Everybody knows this. It's been done a million times, and I feel sad. I'll leave the link to the FTC disclosures thing when I'm done here, when I get a second, in the description. You can read about it. It's not that hard. You just got to Google it. But good job disclosing. One more time for the.
I'm the one who's educated many people in this community about how disclosures work behind the scenes.
Wow.
What did you say?
He said something stupid there. All right. Thank you, Stringer, for the $2. See you guys later. Leave a thumbs up and a comment if